What is up, guys? This is Gabe, and I'm gonna be reviewing the Minechem V5 mod from 1.7.10. There's quite a bit to this mod, so yeah, let's get started. These are your basic machines. You got your microscope, you got your chemical decomposer, and you got your chemical synthesis machine. This one actually, I want it to be, here we go, so you can see how cool this looks, because it really is really cool. So basically, the first thing you'll need is a chemist's journal. This will help you throughout basically your whole science exploration. It doesn't really matter how you put these, as long as you put a glass and a book in a crafting bench. Doesn't matter what crafting bench. I'm using a fancy workbench from Bibliocraft. So once you get this, you can get something like wool, for example. You would put it in here, and then when you go like that, it'll show you how to make the wool. So you need lazurite and glycine, 2 glycine and 1 lazurite in the chemical synthesis machine. So now you have that, you can get that back, and now in your chemist's journal, it's right here, and it'll show you how to make it, always. And it'll also show you in the decomposer what you get from wool, and in the synthesis machine, you need 2000 energy, and you'll create blue wool. I'm not sure if it'll be blue wool, but I think it is. Yeah, it's blue wool. Right, so you want it to be day, so it's nice outside. So in your chemical decomposer, obviously you would need redstone flux. I think there's a couple other ones, I'm not sure what, but yeah. So you got your redstone flux, and then you would send it with some redstone energy flux ducts. I'm using a creative energy cell, but you can't get those in survival. You can only get them in creative. I'm pretty sure they're infinite power, or they have a lot of power, so you should be good. In your chemical decomposer, you'd grab something, for example, cobblestone. You'd put it in, okay, and then you'd get whatever it would decompose. And I think there's a percentage of what you can get, the chances, but for some reason, yeah, see, you usually grab more than one of them, so you can kind of, there you go, you can leave it, and then you go into your synthesis machine and you can do stuff. With this synthesis machine, you make your compounds, or yeah. So in this case, say we want to make wood, we would research it here. Oak wood, you need cellulose, 2 cellulose, like that. So let's just grab that into the chemicals. Okay, then stay there. Okay, well, looks like we'll grab it, but you put 2 of them there, you get oak wood. And alright, you need to put that there, right? And then you can get as much. I saw that if you put 1, you get sapling. I think if you put 1 there, you get another sapling. Put it like that, you get spruce wood. No, like that, you'd get acacia. If I put it like that, I don't know. Yeah, but there's like a bunch of different combinations and stuff that you could do with them. So like that, you would get leaves. I'm assuming maybe if you put it like this, you'd get, yeah. So now from that cobblestone, we got silicon, oxygen, iron, magnesium, sodium, chlorine, titanium, and lead. That's what we got from 1 stack of cobblestone. And you can use these in here. Now if you wanted to make it into, say your chemical into a bucket, so let's grab something tin, and I wanted to put tin in a bucket. I was trying glass bottles, but it doesn't seem you can. You're gonna need more than one tin because you put it in the fluid transposer with power. I forget. I think the fluid transposer is part of the thermal expansion mod. Yeah, it is. So thermal expansion, I think. Yeah, thermal expansion you would use for the power, but you can also use it for transposing fluid. There we go. Nothing. And it's putting now the tin. It's a little bit weird. Whatever. It puts the tin. That's weird. Okay, well, we have 100. Okay, I don't know what's happening. Then you grab your bucket, and then you could fill the bucket up if it had enough. But for some reason, it's not filling up. Oh, there we go. There we go. Now you can just leave that. Okay, it's gonna work now. Oh, I had things in there. Okay. So just let it go, and then once you think you would have enough for a bucket, you can grab your buckets. And let's take those out, that'll be the last one. We can put our bucket in there and toggle from fill to empty. And there you go, you got your chemical bucket. And what you can do with this, you can pour it all over the place. Yippee. Isn't it great? Yeah. The next really cool thing that you can make is called a poly tool. Now a poly tool does everything. It's a sword, a pickaxe, a shovel, all the things you would need. And you can add different things to it. So this is your poly tool. It is quite expensive. You need a stack of diamonds. So you just put it in the chemical decomposer because you need 4 stacks of carbon nanotubes to make this. So you can let that go. I'll just let that go. And in the chemical synthesis machine, grab my chemist journal. Let's put it in there. You don't need to have the chemist journal in here. That's the last thing used, I think. Okay. So you get a stack. There's your poly tool. Let's put the 4 stacks in here. Alright, that's our poly tool. And now, with this poly tool, you don't just dig. You open it up. And you see it says sword 8.0, ores 8.0, stone 8.0, axe 8.0, shovel 8.0. That's the level of the tool. And then, if you want to add things to it, you don't have to, but it's better if you do. So you'll see different chemicals, and it'll say shift to show what's. Oh, I have 4 hours on that one. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, you'll click shift and it'll show you the polytool information. So this one creates an explosion if in water, sucks up nearby items when another block is mined, sets entities on fire. So like different cool little things. So I'm gonna show them to you. So nickel, actually my favorite is probably, where is it, helium. The entity floats away, so if you were to like hit a pig, it'd go flying, which is pretty cool. You get your poly tool. Oh yeah, and then there's the ones where it shows where is, I have one in here. Yeah, it changes everything. So this one would put -4 in ore, 0 stone, or no, it would do something with them. So if I was to put it in here, okay. Well, alright. I messed up. So I actually had to have stacks of the thing in it. Times it. I couldn't figure out why, but now I did, so we're good. So the nitrogen would the preservation allows for the retrieving of fresh meat from rotten flesh, and we can put that in there. You have to have a stack of it. You have to have a stack of the chemical. All right. Now, if you go in survival, we can do this, and Don't mind that, And since we put, it'll give us a certain chance of dropping a different color wool. Look, we got now magenta wool, and if the rain would just go away, it'd be nice. So our dirt, mine's pretty fast compared to fist. And you got your stone mining pretty fast. There we go, this one's actually faster. How fast is it? Oh, I was using the wrong one. Yeah, I think I was using the wrong one. Okay, well, yeah, this is the... Oh, yep, and that one, see, it mined the ores around it a bit. Which is pretty cool. I like it. Yeah, see. Yeah, I like the poly tool. It's really useful. And then this one is the... Oh shit, what? No, that's nitrogen, magnesium, I think. Oh shit. Oh, there we go. Well, that's not what I wanted to show, but... Oh, what? Oh no, they're after me. Set them all on fire. And put a bunch of helium in that. We get our mob, so let's pig, I guess. Not ping, pig. Can play some like. It flies away. So yeah, that one's pretty cool too. Okay, so this is the fission chamber, and that's the fusion chamber. Fusion chamber, you fuse the atomic number of two chemicals to create whatever's double that chemical's atomic number. So, for example, someone's messaging me, but we got chromium. The atomic number of that is 24. As you see, it's number in brackets which is the number of the chemical on the periodic table of elements, which I'll put on the screen right now. Yeah. So as you can see, chromium would be the 24th chemical. Okay, so now if we were to grab that and put it in the fission chamber, it would split 24 into a half, which is 12, which is on the periodic table of elements magnesium. Now if we're to grab this magnesium, put it in the fusion chamber to fuse the atomic number rather than splitting it, you got yourself back to the first atomic number because it's using it back together into 24. So yeah, that's pretty cool if you want to get like different atomic numbers of, or different chemicals that have higher or lower atomic numbers. So say you have like a shit ton of, let's see, hydrogen, which is 1, and you're like, well, hydrogen isn't too useful for me. I need like helium, because helium's more useful. You would not put it in this. You put it in the fusion chamber because you cannot split 1, or otherwise you'd break everything. Literally break everything. Nothing would be left of this world. Oh my god, not toggle downfall. I meant... Sorry. Okay, so now you'd grab that hydrogen, which you have a shit ton of, put it in the fusion chamber, and you get yourself helium, which is 2. Now say you're like, well, now I have a shit ton of helium, but I don't need this much. Let me get 4, which is beryllium. But then you realize, oh wait, now I have a shit ton of this, so I don't need this. Let's get 8, which is oxygen, because oxygen is useful. It is when you're crafting these things. And then you're like, oh wait, but oxygen, I actually need more of beryllium. There you go. All you need is these, and everything's solved. And actually building them is very simple. I'll show you over there. I just wanted to show you in here. You got your leaded chest, which you can hold radioactive chemicals. Hardly radioactive. It shows you how much time it will take before the actual item disappears. So the higher radioactive it is, the faster it decompose. I think decompose, disappear, whatever. That's if you're holding it in your inventory. See, as you see, the timer doesn't tick away. No, it does. Okay, I thought it wasn't working for a second, but it ticks away. And the longer you have it in there, the more it disappears. If you have it in a leaded chest, it doesn't disappear, or does, yeah. But yeah, they're pretty cool. It's pretty cool how they did that. And now you got how to create the fission and fusion chambers. The fission chamber, all you need is a blueprint projector. You'd put your fission chamber blueprint, which I think you can get in dungeons. It makes a cool, like, film sound. And what you're going to need for the fission is just tungsten plating, but for the fusion you're going to need both tungsten plating and fusion walls. So with this, you can, I have one outdated mod apparently. Let's get a crafting, damn it. Let's get a crafting bench, and with this, you do this. You need tungsten at the top with iron ingots around, iron ingots on the two sides, tungsten at the top, beryllium, and then tungsten, and then this one is just lead all the way through with iron on the sides. And each one of these gives you 16 of the block, so you get that, and then put that in the middle. You get 16. I think it's the same for this one. You'll get 16 of the fusion walls. Yes. And then, very simple, just place them down like that. I mean, look, you don't even have to like aim for something that you can place the block on. Like, you can still place the blocks, but you don't need to. Like, I can aim straight up and it'll place the block. Like, it's really simple. You just go click all the way through it, and then once you're done, it'll bring up the next layer that you'd have to build. It's a little bit hard to see with the tungsten, but with the fusion walls, it's a lot easier to see. It's nice though. Alright guys, thank you for watching this. I will see you in the next video, maybe another mod spotlight next week or so. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye!